Go up then!
He's hurried by way of knockout. And he fights out one England. Introducing the former British IBO and WBA champion, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Eubank Jr.
Sit there and pick my bar. Pull the straw out. Make it higher so I can do it.
That's good. First round down the way.
He's
Such opportunity. The left hand, the right hand over the top.
the destroyer. Ben.
And it's a blessing to be fighting back on British soil.
Is there a high level of respect between you and Junior now?
I mean, I wish him well. You know, I know he's gone to the hospital. I've heard he's got a broken jaw.
You know, and you don't see Eubank, Chris was spiteful in that ring. You can tell. He could knock him out anytime he wanted, but he didn't want to. He just fucking using the jab, and it's hurting him, and it's hurting him.
After that match, just unbelievable. I mean, honestly, what I saw there, I can't even bother to moan about the scorecards because I couldn't be prouder. I mean, listen, I know me and Junior have had our ups and downs, but unbelievable respect to him. But for my man, Conor Benn, you've just seen the beginning, in my opinion, of one of the biggest stars in British boxing, the people's champion. And for all the rubbish he's been through over the last couple of years, and I know how good and clean this kid's heart is, to see him, you know, I don't think he's quite aware yet of.
On edge of seat, we're good.
Were you impressed by Conor? Because ultimately he was the lighter fighter in there tonight.
Yeah, Eubanks is no Golovkin. You know what I mean? You could see the way it started to look tired, but Conor had that energy, moving up the way. He had more energy inside him. But equally matched. You know what I mean? He lived up to the hype, and they didn't let the fans down.
Who won the fight, Conor?
You may have won the fight, but you're the one in hospital, not me.
If you take a man's soul, that usually means you win the fight.
You won the fight.
I've never seen someone's soul get taken and they still win.
So I look at you now and you ain't the same.
The truth is we both ended up in hospital, and I was there for dehydration and you were there for the...
How much weight did you put on after the weigh-in?
Listen,
after the weigh-in,
we're not
going to get
into weight talk.
Once speaking ahead of the fight, Roy Jones Jr., who previously trained Chris Eubank Jr., told TalkSport that he slightly favors his former fighter. Jones stressed that Eubank is naturally the bigger, more experienced man, but he warned that Conor Benn's power is real, and it only takes one clean punch to flip the entire fight. Jones said, "I like Eubank, but Ben comes from 140. If Ben lands just one, who knows what happens?"
I think he's calling because of the size.
Yeah. Is that his best route to victory, just to impose himself?
Yep.
Jones continued by saying that the challenge for Ben is enormous. "I'm not going to say he can't win it," he told TalkSport, "but it's going to be rough." Jones explained that Chris Eubank Jr. has improved dramatically in recent years, tightening his fundamentals and becoming harder to beat, especially for a smaller fighter like Ben. Still, Ben can draw confidence from Liam Smith's knockout win, proving that Eubank is not invincible.
When do I splat this egg around the side of his head? When do I do it? How do I do it? Do I put it in his face? Do I put it on his head? Is he going to see me? Because if Conor would have seen him, he might have blocked it and check hooked him. But it was quick. He distracted Conor by saying, "What did you say?" Then he reached for the egg and he clattered him right around the side of the back of the ear and the face. And the egg yolk went everywhere. A lot of the yolk missed him, so it wasn't that embarrassing where he's dribbling with egg.
Carl Froch knows what it means to enter a heated rivalry, having endured a fiery build-up with George Gross. Even Froch underestimated his rival and paid for it. That experience shapes how he views this matchup. with Eubank smashing an egg in Benn's face during the first press conference and holding a natural size advantage. Froch believes the psychological and physical edge is with Eubank. Ben, meanwhile, must jump up to full weight classes for the April 26th showdown.
I'd say he's a wide favourite. He's boxed George Groves. He's been in there with
Arthur Abraham.
He's a big punch in super middles. Do you know what I mean? And his punch resistance might not be what it once was, and might not be the fighter he once was. I'd say he probably is a little bit sharp, but Conor Benn hasn't beaten anyone or fought anyone of the stature of the people that he's performed against, has the Eubank. If you look at his resume, it's...
The wins against Arthur Abraham and James DeGale are super middle as well.
Speaking on his own channel, Froch on Fighting, the former champion sided with the bigger, more proven fighter. Froch said that when you compare size, power, and world-level experience, the answer leans toward Eubank. Chris Eubank Jr. has operated at a higher level. Conor Benn hasn't done that yet. Ben's knockout of Chris Algieri was impressive, Froch noted, but Algieri was far past his prime. Froch's early pick, Chris Eubank Jr.
But the loss to Liam Smith, that was such a bad loss, but he rectified it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he rectified it in the rematch, and and Liam's a good fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. He was a good fighter. In the rematch, he was dead himself, wasn't he? He was fucked himself. Do you think that he's a heavy favourite, or do you think he's a slight favourite?
I think he's a heavy favourite. I don't see what you can base, unless you're just going on like hype or something. But I don't see what you can't. I don't see what you can look. You got to look at facts.
I've initially started off with Chris, even though I wasn't impressed with the last fight, even though I think the inactivity of Conor for the last 15 months might affect it, even though I think he's the older fighter too. I'm siding towards Chris, but I'm going to wait until the weigh-in and give you my definitive answer when I see them both on the scale to see what they'll look like.
Former world champion Amir Khan also leaned toward the fighter with the size advantage. Khan said he initially favored Eubank, even though Eubank's last performance wasn't his best. But he added that Ben's 15-month inactivity may play a huge role. Khan said he wants to see both men at the weigh-in before giving a final verdict, because how they look on the scales will tell the real story.
Chris Eubank Jr. is hard to get completely locked in, let's be honest. We've seen it on occasion. He is ready. He has had a fantastic camp. He is training for this properly. He's had a great camp with Jonathan Banks. He stayed in London. He's not gone anywhere. And he's ready to put on a...
The champion is Michael Watson. He always has been. During our time in the 90s, he was the people's champion. So where are these people today? Stand up for him by not going along with the nonsense and the circus that's been created for this farce of a fight, which is between one fighter who is at 2 or 3 weights above the smallest. He has had his career destroyed for one guy. Because once you go up to 160, going down to fight, then at 140, it doesn't work. These rules are in place to provide a rail for him for his career. My son coming down from 168 to 160 puts his life in danger, because I know what it is.
Boxer CEO Ben Shalom expects fireworks from the opening bell. He predicts both men will meet in the center of the ring and produce absolute chaos. Shalom is so confident in Eubank that he even accepted Eddie Hearn's £1 million bet, though he claims Hearn is already trying to back out. According to Shalom, he made the bet. Make sure he sticks to it. Shalom added that this fight will deliver because of the styles, the history, and the rivalry. But he strongly maintains that Chris Eubank Jr., the people's champion in his eyes, has the advantages going in. An 18-foot ring may favor Ben's forward pressure style, but Shalom insists Eubank won't run. He believes Eubank will stand his ground and trade. Debate continues over whether promoters should even be allowed to place bets on fights they're involved in. As licensed figures, Shalom and Hearn normally wouldn't be permitted. But Shalom says he has received the green light, whether the bet actually happens or not. The tension surrounding it only adds more heat to an already explosive rivalry for Ben. The best hope is that Eubank drains himself trying to make weight, leaving him